What up, YouTube? It's two fat guys Pulis, and before you get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep. That's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we?
Jim,
what's up?
I had a random thought today.
Yeah?
Have you ever thought of... You always hear the expression when people, if you're kind of weird or off, people just say, go to bed, you'll feel better in the morning.
Right.
That's just the human version of turning it off and turning it back on again. Right?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Like self-rebooting.
Self-reboots.
What if that just proves we are in the Matrix?
Oh, shit. Whoa.
At least there's comics in the Matrix.
Right. Thank God. Comics and fucking Pokemon trading cards. That's all I got to say.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's start the show. What up, YouTube? It's two fat guys Pulis, and we've got another new comic book day video for you for the week of February 2nd. We're already in the second month of 2022.
It feels exactly correct. Like exactly 1 month has passed.
Okay, that's good. I feel like it's going like crazy fast. Also, today's date is 2/2/2022.
A bunch of twos.
That's a lot of twos. Just get that fucking zero out of here.
2222.
2222222022. Let's start the show. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. Also, we apologize. We were not on live last week because we were a bit under the weather, but we are back stronger than ever. So let's get this started off with X Lives of Wolverine issue number 2. We didn't do a review of Deaths, but I can tell you right now, Deaths currently is shaping up to be a better book than Lives. I'm sure by the end of it, it'll all come full circle, hopefully.
Even though Joshua Cassar is doing the art on Lives and not Death?
I know we should be talking about Lives. Deaths the artwork was really good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Wow, you heard it here, folks. He hates Joshua Cassar's artwork.
I fucking trash, dude.
Wow.
Anyway, Lives is good. It's the artwork's good. I guess where I'm struggling right now, and again, we didn't really do a review, but Death seems to be better than Lives. So I'm really struggling with how they're going to connect. I'm sure they will. But going into the past, and then we're kind of in this present future and Deaths currently, I'm really worried that it's going to be muddy, but if there's anybody that can prove me wrong, it's Benjamin Percy. I hope so anyway.
I would have said that I would have said that a year ago. I'm not sure I feel that way now, but
well, I mean, again, Deaths was 100 times better, in my opinion, than Lives. So let's see where, maybe Lives will get us there. I mean, there was some monumental droppage in Deaths. So, we're hopefully, we're not stuck into I hope they start connecting soon. I know it just started, but I really want it to start connecting, like desperately.
We'll see.
All right. Another X book we have is Sabretooth issue number 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is a limited. Yes. I think there's only 5 or 3.
Yeah, I believe it's 5.
Okay. So, we had a good amount of mutants go into the pit towards the end, or into Inferno, right before Inferno, or in Inferno. I think outside of Sabretooth just fucking shit up on Krakoa, I think Sinister is going to be part of the reason why he gets out. And then I think Sinister is going in the pit by the end of this mini. That's my call. Yep, it's my call. Yep.
So I will tell you that I am picking this up. It was down to the wire sort of pick for me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't even know if I pulled it. I might have to ask for a copy. But 2 things. One Thing Two Times is what made me decide to pick
One
this
thing,
up.
two. Okay, got it.
Yes, it's
I
Victor
follow.
Lavelle. Victor Lavelle is the writer,
Okay.
and I'm picking it up because of him because of two reasons. One, because he is a good Twitter follow. If you want a good person who's talking current politics and current events and stuff like that, he's a good Twitter follow.
Okay.
But also, Victor Lavelle has really interesting opinions on the current American prison system, which I think are very intriguing. And seeing him tackle a comic book on a mutant's prison system feels like it's going to be a very tongue-in-cheek uh, analysis of the United States prison
Okay.
system. So.
Pretty high bar there.
So who knows? Maybe I'll be totally wrong, and the dude's just like, "Nah, fuck it. I like comics, and we're just gonna tear shit up," and that's cool too. I'm totally okay with that.
I'm coming after you, Wolverine. This is a Wolverine mini. Ah.
But I honestly think that we can do a lot of cool stuff with this mini.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. All right. After that, we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue 88, Legacy 889. All Hail the Queen Goblin. I am not reading this book. I am purely picking this book up for first appearance, first cover appearance of this character. This is just purely speculation and the first appearance of it. That's the only reason why I'm picking up this book. I'm not going to read it. I'm hopefully getting the 1 in 10 incentive, which is the character design. So if you're into that kind of thing, pick it up or make sure you have it. You have it in your pool, because I am willing to bet that this book is going to fly very quickly. So that's that. After that, we've got Daredevil Woman Without Fear, issue number 2 from Chip Zdarsky. This kind of feels like what we're trying to get through to get to Chip's new Daredevil run, because it really does feel like Devil's Reign is starting to kind of morph into this idea that maybe it really wasn't Chip's idea.
Yeah, it's we're coming off the heels of Devil's Reign issue 3, and it doesn't have any of the tone of Chip's run at all. I feel like there would be plenty of opportunity too for Chip's voice to come out, especially with the political nature of this story, and it's just not there.
It's not there.
And I'm worried, even though he is writing this story, I was really on board with the sort of like, hey, here's a little bit of Elektra backstory, here's a little bit of like where Elektra is at in the event. Her getting her own mini book focusing just on her, I think is pretty prudent for where we ended with her in Daredevil. And now it just seems like it's going to be her fighting Kraven, who, like, what? Like, it's all of a sudden Kraven's like, oh, I know you got other shit going on, but I want to fight, so let's fight. And she's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think Chip got put into a corner by Marvel, and now he's just trying to flush it out so that they can reboot it. And we'll talk about that more when we do a Daredevil video about the new announcement of him doing a new #1 Daredevil. Yeah. After that, we've got Reckoning War Fantastic Four issue number 1/Alpha from Slott. I am looking forward to this book so much. Dan Slott tweeted out last week, in preparation for this issue, that there aren't 70 years worth of comics that you need to read to understand the Reckoning War. He basically said that in issue number 7 of his She-Hulk run, the groundwork was laid in that issue. And I have read it, so if you're interested, like if you want to get just the tiniest of insight of this book, you can go ahead and read that issue, his Dan Slott's run of She-Hulk. Pretty interesting stuff. I am actually quite psyched and just ready to read this book.
Yeah, me too. Ever since we ended the barrage of tie-ins on this run has gotten better and better each and every issue. So I think this is probably going to be the culmination of like what he's been trying to do. I also like that it's staying contained within his deal.
Yes.
Like it's just Reckoning War Alpha, a couple issues of his regular Fantastic Four, and then an Omega. We're not yet again, we just finished Death of Doctor Strange, and we've got Devil's Reign, and I was just so worried that we were going to end up with a bunch of tie-ins, even though this is right up my alley. But I like that it's just contained within these.
No, I mean, I think if it was a Fantastic Four, you know, the Fantastic Four issues, maybe She-Hulk, and apparently, like, if you look at the character list in this book, the X-Men, there are a lot of X-Men in this book, supposedly, which I find interesting. But anyway, you know, I'm with you. I'm glad that we don't have a bunch of tie-ins. I don't have to worry about it. And this is just, I love the self-containment. I think that's how it should be. Now, a Donny Cates level or Jason Aaron level, like War of the Realms or King in Black, sure, let's do it. But for this, now let's keep it just contained in its little bubble. Yep. After that, we've got Shang-Chi issue number 8, the grandfather or great-grandfather, I can't remember if it's grandfather or great-grandfather, is coming to hunt Shang-Chi and his mother. This has been, I say it every time, this run has been great. It's been fantastic. The previous run and the run before that was really good. It's just been fun. And the groundwork that's being laid, and I know some people are worried, like you kind of talked about it the other day on our other New Comic Book Day video, of this kind of like idea of the movies and the TV shows kind of popping their heads into the comics, and that you're kind of fearful that, like, hey, you saw it on this last week, go read the comics. I think this is the right way to do it. You know, in the movie, we set up this land that where his mother was from, and it was this mystical land with dragons and just all kinds of different mythical creatures. And they're kind of doing that same thing. They've established that land in the comics. And at first I was like, well, wait, what is this new to the comics, or was that in the movie? It just drums up questions. And I think we're doing this. This to me shows Kevin Feige's hand in being part of the creative team at Marvel Comics. I think it's a smart play.
Yeah, and I think this is the right way to do it. The wrong way is where I'm worried. It's like each issue is literally just a comic version of that week's episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like almost a copy. But this right here, I think, is the exact way to do it, and is a way to get people that were like us, just the movie watchers first, and really get us hooked in. And so I'm totally about it.
That side note, though, I don't think. I'm totally with you saying, like, hey, this is a carbon copy of the episode, but I would love to see, like, hey, I read this week's comic. Like, let's take She-Hulk, for instance. I read this week's comic, and then in the show, there are direct, like, maybe, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't want to say citations, but references to what happened in the comic. Like, you would only know why these events are happening because you read the comic. I think that'd be cool if we had just like a little bit of interconnectivity with the shows. I think that would be really fun. But the carbon copy, hell no. No, thank you.
Right.
All right, after that, we've got Alien issue number 9 from Philip Kennedy Johnson. It's been a minute.
It has been a long time. November, like, 5th or something like that. So
wow.
They went on a little bit of a hiatus, but it is back. The frustrating thing is just like right in the middle of an arc too. But and if you don't remember what was going on, a ship crash landed on a planet that was very much like a America in space. It was like religious freedom, people, you know, fleeing persecution. They're setting up their own colony. A ship lands that was supposed to have a bunch of resupply for them, and had aliens on it. And now this alien is ripping people to fucking shreds. Like, it is, issue 8 was brutal, like by far the most brutal issue of the run. If you are into aliens, then you're gonna love this run. I would say that now is maybe not the best time to jump on, go get issue 7 and 8, but you should be able to find them, and it's a lot of fun. And the writing is really good. The artwork is, the action scenes are really great. The faces can be kind of funny, but it's still worth it, I think.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, after that, we got Star Wars High Republic issue number 14?
14, yep.
14. Okay, I was like, I can't remember. There's no number here on the screen. I just remember shit going down in the previous issue, and my only fear... Who was the Jedi that was going basically berserk?
Are you talking about the end of the previous issue?
Yeah.
Avar Chris.
I'm worried that the first page or 2 pages are going to be like, nah, never mind. Like, I hope I don't spoil it for me, but I just hope like.
Yeah, I haven't read it. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I hope it continues. Like, I hope she fucks up. Like, I hope it's not, because that happens so many times where we're reading comics like, oh, massive hook, and then massive hook, and then we get to the next issue and it was like, never mind. She got hit by a spaceship, so it didn't happen, or you know what I mean? Like, I want there to be some consequence, because it felt like last issue there was major consequence, and I want that to continue. I know something massive is going to happen, but I hope that it's not this bait and switch.
Yeah. I don't think it will be, but I don't have any extra insight because, and this is what I was really going to brag on in this issue, is the new book that just came out, even in the solicitation, it says that this ties directly into Claudia Gray's The Fallen Star, which I am currently reading. The way that they did the book, you have no idea what's going on in this story. You know exactly where she is by reading this comic, and you know it mentions where she is in the book. But what they've done a really good job of is, like, if you want to know about the characters introduced to you in a certain area, stay in that area. So Keeve, Trennis, Skier, and Avar Chris, their fates are going to be decided in the comic book.
Okay, cool.
They are I literally am finishing up this book now, and I'm like so desperate for this comic to come out so I know what happens to Avar, because you aren't told in the book.
Well, hopefully I hope she meets some kind of consequence for sure. All right, after that, we've got our DC books. We're kicking it off with Batman 120 from Williamson. Just saying now, this cover is fucking fire. Previous issue, we learned that, I forget his name. What's the bad guy's name?
Lex?
Who? No, not Lex. The guy that's on the cover. I was blanking. I'm blanking.
Totally. Abyss
faked his own death. He's actually, or they are actually alive. We don't know if it's a male or a female. And Bat's like, yo, what? And so I loved that, because I remember when we got the first issue, I think it was 118, we both were like, well, fucking, like, yay, the Hook is Lex Luthor. And then issue 119 was like, nah, gotcha, bitch, I'm here. You know, like, that was dope. So since that issue, not that I didn't have any problem with 118, I thought 119 was awesome, and I just hope that we continue moving with that pace and kind of mystery.
Yeah, I agree, and I think this issue is going to be good, but I cannot wait for the next issue, because it is the return of one of our Tinian homies that we were afraid was going to disappear. We've got Ghostmaker coming back.
Hell yes.
Stick to the run. If you're feeling a little jet lagged from Tinian not being around, I think it is going to be... This arc has been great, and I think you just got, let's keep going with it.
Yeah, for sure. After that, we got Detective Comics issue 1051, Psycho Pirate. That was the Hook from last issue. I really liked last issue. I liked that we kind of saw what was going on with Huntress, and how, what she's dealing with was still the vile parasite, messing with her brain and kind of foreseeing, crime as it happens and all that jazz. But for me, and I know, you're going to get mad at me, but the reveal of Psycho Pirate, to me, again, novice DC reader, if anything that I say about this upsets you, I apologize. But dropping in a character like that as the Hook, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, it's Psycho Pirate. Like, last time I saw Psycho Pirate, he was in Infinite Frontier, or whatever we were reading, the one where it dealt with multiverse Darkseid. And I still, didn't get the consequence and weight of the character. So for me, this felt kind of flat.
I was a little bit different. I was happy to see him there just because I don't know much about him, and I want more about him. So, like I said earlier, it's kind of like throwing you in the deep end. I'm okay with it, but I am obviously biased at this point on the Detective Comics run, especially this Shadow of the Bat, because I'm actually much more interested in the Bat family than I am Bruce Wayne Batman. So
right,
I want more.
Well, I genuinely liked last issue. There was just the drop of Psycho Pirate. And what I need to do is I need to do my due diligence. I need to do my Wikipedia read and do my research and just know more about him, so I can be like, oh my god, it's Psycho Pirate, rather than like, oh look, it's Psycho Pirate. Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
All right, next up we have Dark Knights of Steel issue 4 from Tom Taylor. My only criticism of this book has been that it just kind of reads, well, it just reads fast. Like I'm like, yeah, getting into it, it's over. So that's my only criticism of this book. The story has been fantastic. I think some major bombshells are going to drop, even though like, how can you, like, what else can you drop? Rather than, because Bruce in this book is Kryptonian. We're getting some more insight from Alfred. Well, what else is Alfred going to say? Like, what else can there be to make it even more epic? I mean, this is only issue 4 of 12, and I'm going like, well, what, and I'm not saying that in a negative term. I'm just saying like I know that Tom Taylor isn't going to stretch it out to be like, and this, like it's going to make sense and it's going to be bombastic and huge. But I'm just very curious.
Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. Probably going to kill off
Alfred.
This version of Alfred.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, after that, we've got Monkey Prince, issue number 1. I'm calling it right now. This is my pick of the week. I'm just kidding. I picked this up just because it's something new from DC. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if there's a lot of hype behind it. I don't remember there, like when I ordered it, I was like, oh, this is super hype. His first appearance, Monkey Prince. No, I'm just picking it up because it's something new from DC, and it's just a concept that I've seen in plenty of films within Chinese culture, and I just want to check it out. I'm interested.
Yeah, and there's definitely enough hype behind it that I feel like I need to jump on it as well. One of the things that kind of made me gravitate towards it too is it's the same writer as the current SHANG-CHI ongoing, which you've liked so much. So, I'll give it a chance.
For sure.
I am very disappointed. I saw that that Dustin Nguyen, guy that just did Robin and Batman with Jeff Lemire, has a variant cover for this.
Yeah,
and it's a 1 in 50. So I will not be able to afford that, but it's awesome. It's literally the Monkey Prince beating Batman with a stick. So
I could get down with that.
Yeah.
All right. After that, we go into our independence and we kick it off with Aftershocks Chicken Devil, issue number 4. This is the end of the first arc. I don't want to give it away, but issue 3 ended with just a fucking bombshell of a hook. This book, every time it comes out, is my pick of the week. I am not going to hesitate and say that I'm sure this will be my pick of the week again. The only thing, we're going to cross our fingers here, is that we actually get this book because Diamond has been very nasty towards our LCS and most of the LCSs here in the DFW area and not getting our books, our independent books here on time.
Well, and this book has been resolicited 3 weeks in a row, so... also, I hope that... I mean, this book has been so good, I'm not quite sure how you do a volume 2, but the fact that the solicitations mentioned this is the end of volume 1 and not just the end, even though there's nothing else after this, it gives me hope that maybe we'll get some more, because this has been really great so far.
It's been an awesome book. If you're not reading Chicken Devil and you can still get your hands on copies of like raw copies, do it. But the minute a hardcover or a trade gets announced, I am picking it up. It is the story fantastic, artwork amazing, coloring out of this world. So
the trade has been announced. It comes out May 11th.
Ooh, right. Early birthday gift. Next up, we've got from Image Comics and Donny Cates, Crossover, issue number 11. Feels like it's been a minute for this as well. But we might be getting an epic showdown?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, December 8th was the last issue here.
Yeah, wow.
If I'm being honest, I
remember.
I don't remember where we were at in this, and I know it's only a 1 month gap, but this book kind of needs to be fresh in your mind.
Yeah. Well, I remember I think issue 12, issue 10, quite literally Donnie was like, there's no point to this issue. You're stupid for reading it. And it was literally just the reveal that he is the writer of the events that are happening in crossover. So
I remember that because they were literally like, this guy's not arrogant enough to write himself into his own story, and then he opens the cage and it's fucking Donny Cates.
Donny Cates and
I was like, absolutely, he did it. He
slow
totally
clap.
did
Yep. You know, I'm ready to read this. I've been ready to read it. So I just need Donny Cates. I need more Donny Cates.
Yeah.
All right. After that, and last but not least, we've got Nocterra from Scott Snyder, issue number 7.
Man,
you know,
finally back.
Yeah, I mean, we had that little Blacktop Bill kind of one shot, but it, you know, it seemed like a majority of the community was like, no, just give us Nocterra. Like,
August 18th was when issue 6.
wow, yeah, definitely need a refresher. They escaped, right? They escaped from the sanctuary. Yeah.
Yeah. They escaped, but Blacktop Bill is hot on their heels.
This is another contender.
This is a big contender, and I am going to for sure read I've got the trade that our LCS was selling signed for $10. Yep. So I'm definitely gonna have to reread this. It's gonna be an easy read because not only is it Scott Snyder's a great writer, not only is it Tony S. Daniel, who is you know, an amazing artist, but it is the greatest color artist of all time. And now I feel like a big dumb jerk because I can't remember his name.
Wow.
The guy I know, right? What is his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's been coloring over Jorge Jimenez.
Oh, I don't know his name though.
Moray. Doesn't matter. Totally dropped the ball on that. Tamu Moray. Now I remember Tamu Moray. Fucking beautiful. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for February 22nd. February 22nd, dude. February 2nd of 2022. Too many twos. That's all I got to say. Too many twos. But that is the end of this video. So we're going to go ahead and read these books. We'll see you guys here on Sunday, live here on YouTube, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I promise it's either going to be both of us or one of us at some point. We are going to review these books. We will have a live show. But always, as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, give us a like, and down in the comments, let us know what are you looking forward to picking up most. If you already picked up your books, what did you pick up? And what are you going to read first? What are you going to read last? Anyway, make sure to comment because we'd love to see your comments. Until the next one, until Sunday, until the next comic book video, we'll see you again later. I don't know. I am rambling. Read more comics, and we'll see you later, fam. Bye.